Hi everyone. Today I will be talking about why I choose to use the Divi theme for WordPress website design. If you're looking for a versatile and user-friendly theme, you're not going to want to miss this video. I've tried many themes over the years, not because Divi lacks anything, but because I work for clients who often use different themes. So I have to learn how to manage their websites. I have to do design and updates and whatnot using different themes. However, I always use Divi for my projects, and I recommend Divi to my clients because it has the features I need as a website designer and my clients need to manage the websites I deliver. So I'm going to go into this, but I'm not going to dig too deep. I'll probably go into it in more detail, maybe in sections, or maybe just do a longer video that's more comprehensive. But today we're just going to go over the basics, and one of those features is a visual page builder that lets me see exactly what my designs look like as I create them. And I can design on the front end using a page builder that allows me to have a true what you see is what you get experience. So this is very important. There's also a theme customizer that allows me to change like all of the colors, fonts, different things on the whole website at one time. So you can just totally change the look of a brand with a few clicks. There are other really good features like global settings that allow you to set the headings, the fonts, the colors on a global scale, and many, many more. Too many to list. So we're going to try to keep it short and sweet. And let's take a look. So I'm just going to go over a few of the most important things first, like I just did. And I also want to discuss a very important topic before I start showing you these things. So what is the importance of having a good theme for your WordPress website? Now, this to everybody doesn't sound like a good reason, but how many sales does the theme have? How much is the developer making? So this is a big thing, and I've had this discussion with clients, and some of them have had problems because they just didn't understand the importance that the developer has to make money. They need to make a lot of money, or they can't afford to develop a really good product. So if a developer doesn't make enough money, at some point they're going to cease to maintain the theme. And you or your client both are going to need to switch to another theme. And now this can be very difficult, expensive, or both. It can be a real problem. Now, one of the other benefits of a developer making enough money is the team at Divi, they continue to add new features constantly to their theme. This is essential, especially if you want to use the theme to design client websites. So you need a theme that's constantly updated, constantly under development. They're constantly adding new features that benefit you and make it easier for you as the end user, or in my case, as the designer. It just allows me to build websites better, faster for my clients. So here's another really, really important thing and that Divi has addressed, and that's performance. Speed is a ranking factor. So you can use Google Page Insights and other tools to measure this, but it is a ranking factor. So you need a theme that not only allows you to design a fantastic website, but also it needs to load fast. And I've been able to achieve very, very good scores on Google's Page Insights using the Divi theme, even with very complex designs with a lot of images and whatnot. I still could get a really good score. So it takes the performance out of the game, you don't have to worry about that being a problem. You can just design your websites and then go in there and do some very basic and common adjustments using cache plugins like I like Lightspeed, things like that. They will really make your website load fast. So we're going to do a brief overview of some of the features now and just let you take a look at Divi. Now, this is not a comprehensive look. It's just a few key things that I find very useful, and I'm going to show those to you. So if you look over here on the left, you see the theme options, the theme builder, the theme customizer, which is very, it's all WordPress websites will have this. And you see the role editor. So you can adjust the role for your clients. If you don't want them in there messing around and possibly messing things up, then you have the Divi library. You also have Divi Booster, which is an add-on plugin. You buy one and you can use it on unlimited sites. So I usually use this on my client sites because it has a few really cool features that I can add. So what I'm going to look at first is the theme options. So let's just take a quick look at that. So this is where you can do some really fantastic things. So the color picker's default palette. So as you're designing the pages and whatnot, and in the customizer, this custom palette is available. So you can go in and set the colors, and then these are very easily accessible throughout the design process. So that's really, really helpful. This is where you set your logo. Depending on how you build your header, you may or may not need that. You can enable, disable different things here. So here's your custom CSS. Now here is the performance section. So this is really cool. Sometimes these can cause problems. You can have conflicts with other plugins. Things might not load correctly. So you got to play around with it. I start with the basic settings and then go from there. Navigation, the builder, so you can enable it on different post types. So we got posts, pages, projects. Here's the advanced, so you enable the builder experience. You can do static CSS files. I found it conflicts with some of the cache plugins that I use, so I don't do that. Integration, so you can integrate into the head, the body of your website right here. You don't have to go into any files. So for example, here we're using Font Awesome Pro. So we're able to just put that in there. We're also using theme color. So on mobile devices, you'll get this. So just some quick examples of the main overview. Now, here is one of the really, really cool features, useful features of Divi, the global header and global footer. Now this can be set on a per page, per post type, many different ways you can set this. It's just up to you. So you can set it for these things to show just about anywhere. So like if we were to add a new template, and we're going to build a new template, we can choose where these headers and footers or global bodies are going to appear. You can get very detailed right down to tags. So it allows like very awesome management of the website and where your headers and footers and whatnot appear. Now, a lot of your themes just come with standard templated headers and footers, and there's only so much you can do. But with Divi, as you'll see here in this global header layout, you can do anything you want. So you can build any kind of header you want. Now you see this header is kind of grayed out. That's because this header is shown on mobile devices. Now, this is another one of the amazing features of this theme. So you can come into this theme and you can tell it to disable on what devices you want. So this main header only shows on a desktop, while this other header is designed to show up on mobile devices. So really cool. And I can come in here and I can set rows, columns, everything I want, build any kind of header any way I want. Maybe I want my logo here. I can just drag that over there, drag this to the center, redo these columns so it looks better. I think this is aligned to left, so we can go into design, text, align it to the center. And there you go. So it's literally that simple to just drag and drop things around to get the look you want. And I don't really have time, obviously, to go into this in detail, but you can just imagine the types of custom headers you can design. You can look at any header online and say, oh yeah, I like that. That's really cool. So this here is a button. So I created a button from a text module, and it uses a background that has hover effects and everything. So it's really cool. Okay, we're going to discard that and exit. The same thing with the footer. So here's how the footer looks, and this is just a design I mixed up from several other designs that I saw online and created my own design, and it has some pretty cool hover effects. So again, this is just up to you. This that you see down here, it's shows on mobile devices. So it's set to only show on mobile devices. As you can see, it does not show on the desktop. So on mobile devices, this will follow you up and down the page. You have call, email, fax, home, and these can be changed, of course, to anything you want. In the columns here, I have the links set, so it could be any kind of link you want. You can even use dynamic links. So, for example, this is a products link. Now, you can use dynamic content, dynamic links. This is a page link. But that page link could be a dynamic link to anything. It's just up to you. So you just choose one of the pages through the site, and now it's dynamic. If that page the name got changed, the dynamic link would also update. You never have to worry about it again. All right, so that's the footer, and the same thing with the footer. I'm using a custom section, so the custom sections look a little bit different, but they still work very similar. The difference is that this section has what's in essence a column over here and then a full row on the right side. So it's really cool. It's a good way to design some very custom things. I like to use it like when I do sidebars and specialty blog post themes. So really cool there. And as you can see, you have a layout. The layout isn't, you don't have as many options as you do in a normal row because this is a specialty section. But that's what I chose to use for this global footer. And again, these global footers can be set to appear anywhere you want. You can save these global footers as a theme builder set, as you see here. You can also load these global footers. So that's another cool feature. Now, where would you load them from? You can load them from the Divi library. So you can create all of these different sections or download them as templates from like Divi's website, or you can purchase them online, or some people have them as free downloads, and you can create your own and share them amongst different sites that you have. So that's another really cool feature that can save you a lot of time, especially if you're a designer. If you're not a designer, the library has some other really awesome features, and I recommend this to a clients. So you see this page, this is an actual backup of a page. It's called Home 52422 because it's a backup of the home on that. This was a backup of the home January of 22. So what happens is you do a quick backup using the page builder, and if you ever want to go back to that, then you can just load that just instantly. So really cool. So let's go to the pages and look at how the page builder works. So I'm going to click on view here, and I'm going to enable the visual builder. Now at the top and the bottom you're seeing the headers, but you're going to need to click here or here to edit those. This is the body of the page. So this is where we're going to work. Now I can edit this page in real time in a lot of different ways, like this. So you can type the text right into it. You can also use the features of the modules to create and edit the text. So like you can go in here and you can edit the section, you can edit the section background, different colors, whatever. You can use videos, you can use images, you can use patterns, like you can just create a custom pattern. They have quite a few patterns available, and it's just up to you how you do it. So when you do a custom pattern, like let's do this one and then do the pattern color, you can just do stuff like that. So just too many different things to show you, but you can change it in a million different ways. So that's just one of the ways you can adjust these backgrounds and whatnot. Now, one of the other really cool features is down here, you can add templates directly from the Divi collection, or you notice here it says sign into Divi Cloud. Everybody can save up to 50 items if you have an account. I have a Divi Cloud membership, so I can save an unlimited number of items, and I can share them among other websites that I manage or own. So it allows me to save a page or anything, a module, a button, just about anything you can think of. I can save it to the cloud and access that from another site. So let's just take a quick look here. Let's look at the business stuff. So you can go in here, find a page or a theme design that you like, and let's just look at this one. So now, depending on what kind of page you are on, like the home page, you can select this, and then if I click use this layout, it will load this exact layout, and then all I have to do is edit it and make it my own, and I have a page really, really quick. Now you can save your own layouts and do the same thing. So you can save these layouts, your layouts, to here or to the cloud, and then access them in this way. You can also copy existing pages, which is another really cool feature. You can copy an existing page. So let's just use this layout. I don't even know what it is, but let's find out. And there it is. So just like that, I copied an existing page, which can be really, really helpful while you're building a website. If you want consistency throughout the website, then you can have one page that you're using as a template. And as you create each new page, you just load that and then customize it for the new page. That way your design is very consistent throughout the site. Now here's another cool feature. We can save it. We can save it to the cloud. We can also undo everything we did, or we can go to a specific point in time. You see, this is a heading, but let's go back before that and when we loaded the page. So if you make mistakes or you have some problems, this is really cool. One of the features that I mentioned earlier is saving to the library, and I use it sometimes as a backup, and especially for clients. So as clients are learning how to manage the website, I tell them to do this. Click this plus, not the plus, click this arrow and give it a name like home and then the date and save it. Now, if they make any mistakes, they can just go here, save layouts, and just load the home page as it was on a previous date. So they won't lose all their work. And again, you can always just go back to when the page was loaded. So as you can see, these features are really helpful. They can help you build websites faster. They can help you with your managing websites. They can help you when you hand off a website to a client. I could go through this 1,000 different things that you would love, but I'm just going to show you a couple more. And that is right here in every module, row, column, section, everything that Divi does. When you click on that cog, there's a help button right here at the bottom. And if you click it, it's the Divi Builder Helper. And you can do this number and take a look at a video. And this is an introduction to the text module. So I can click that.
Hey, Divi Nation, thanks for joining us.
And there you go. It's a video that goes into great detail about the Divi text module. So you never get stuck. Now I'm going to show you how you can access some of the other modules. So you can add rows, add sections, or if you hover here, you see this, I can add a module. So if I click that, you're going to see a list of all of the modules that are available. Now, if you purchase certain third-party plugins, you can even have more things than this. So you can gain even further modules. So let's just do one quick example of a module. Let's see, post slider. So you have the image module. So we can click on it and we can select an image. And there you go. You have an image right there. Now, it automatically adds the image alt tags, which is really awesome. So let's delete that and look at another module. We have code modules, call to action modules, button modules, blurb modules. These blurbs can use images or icons. So we can just switch to icon, just give it a WordPress icon. And then you go into the design features, and every plugin, module, row, everything has this kind of fine tuning that is available, as well as custom stuff where you can add IDs and classes or custom CSS here, set conditions, visibility on which devices. You can do transitions, positions, scroll effects. It's what you can do is virtually unlimited. You can do animations. So how do you want that to show up? And it's just by one click you can do these things. So you can also do very simple things, like we can say we want this on the left instead of the top, and then we can change the size of that icon. And it's all very, very, very fast. We can put borders. So say we want a border around that. There you go. Got a border around it. If you want a border around the entire thing, there you go. Got a border around it all. Then all you would have to do is like go in there and do some spacing so that it's not right on top of it like that. So it's pretty easy to do. You can do it left and right. So if you click here, same. So there you go. Then you can do different things, like we could just create a new row, get rid of that, slide in 3 columns, delete that one, and then we can copy that and slide those over into the other columns. Now, obviously this doesn't look very great, but you get the idea. What you would probably want to do is something like, go back to the top or make that smaller. So we could do it back to the top. And then we could do something like extend the blurb style, not to the whole page, but to this row. And then we extend it, and like magic, everything same. And that works for every feature of this element. So if I did like that, and then I wanted to extend it, it's the same results. I extend the blurb styles to this row, and all of my blurbs are consistent. So there you go. It's a very short introduction. There are really too many things to show you, and I should create a longer video. There are a lot of things that I haven't showed you, but as I said, there's just too many things. The main thing you need to know is there is no theme out there that is more customizable. You are not stuck with just whatever themes or whatever templates that are available through Divi. You don't even need to use those. You can. Sometimes they're nice to have a starting point, but you can create anything you want very easily just by browsing the web and finding something you like. I'm not saying to copy it, but you can use certain elements that you like, but make them your own, just like I did with my footer. I looked at some of the stuff that I saw out there, the same with the header. I see stuff and like, that's great, I like that, but I don't like this part of it, and then I just make it my own. And a lot of these, I create something like this only as a starting point, just to get the basics. So we've got the basic design down. Now, depending on the client, we can tweak it and make it more to their brand. We can tweak it to their brand with color, possibly having another bar up top and things like that until we get the functionality and the look that they need. So really appreciate you watching my video. And if you're looking for a theme, just look down there in the comments, down there in the description below, and you'll see a link to Divi. It is an affiliate link. If you purchase the theme, full disclosure, I will get a commission, but I use this for all of my sites. So I'm not just trying to sell a theme. I'm trying to help you understand what is important when you're looking for a theme and how it can help you, whether you're building one site or 100 websites. So if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. If you want to see more details on the Divi theme, please leave me a comment and I will go into more detail and show you more of the really exciting and powerful tools available to you when you use the Divi theme. All right, thanks. Have a great day.